Oh, yeah! Wednesday night, y'all. Welcome from Purple Bee. You're watching Purple Bee TV. I'm Grego. Both bros behind me, right there, twin itch. BM over here.
There he is.
A little bit of different night tonight, different format. Oh yeah, of course, Abstract MCR, the crew. Ram is on all sorts of cameras directing the show.
Kate
Thanks,
Fue.
Ram. Kate Fue is gonna spin some fire. E,
Yo.
maybe you can. How you doing tonight?
Hi. I'm
Hi.
good, man. How you doing?
Good. Trying something different tonight.
Feels good, man. Yeah, we're in here in the control
Lab?
room at Purple Bee, calling this the Groove Lab. You're inside the domicile. Let me see that overhead shot, Debos. Show them what we're dealing with here. We got all this gear set up to make music and make loops. Grego's got gear in his room. So in addition to our normal video and sound duties, we're going to try to make some music, and Ram's going to help us along the way. You're going to help us. It's going to be fun. If you got questions, this is a good time. We're going to spend a little bit more time talking tonight than maybe we would usually. We're going to talk to our good buddy Abstract AMCR.
Oh yeah.
We're going to be just, rapping and talking shop, chopping it up. Feel free to jump in. Debo's, everything cool over there? Yeah, it's fine. Nice. Let me tell you about some sponsors. We got people helping us make this thing happen. Clean Cause, always makes it nice.
Very nice.
They bring the beverages. These are sparkling yerba mate beverages. Half the proceeds go to keeping people clean and getting them clean. And we've got the Time to Fly guys, of course. We had a big win the other night. Good luck to the Mavericks tonight. Curvin's probably watching that, not this. That's cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Grassman, of course.
Grassman.
De Grassman. Big shout out, Grassman. Yeah, we're in the Groove Lab. Database is helping power the Groove Lab here. We're making content. We're chopping it up. This will likely become a podcast, maybe an NFT. We'll see. We can chop it all up with Database. It's the Groove Lab. You know what I'm saying? Full Rev Trev's in the house. Abstract. See you in the chat. Holding it down. He's doing visuals tonight. Also chat moderations. Say hi to Abstract AMCR. See you, Long Galileo. I like that username, bro. Very nice. So what are we doing, Debos? We're making music.
So we're talking.
Yeah, we're talking.
What's our first topic?
You got mic, right?
It's cool.
Yo, so a lot of reverb. Hey guys,
Hey.
it's me. So yeah, we put out a question on Twitter today, and this is going to be our question of the week for the Groove Lab. And while I'm pulling it up, let's see if I can remember what it said. It said, "What's the most challenging thing about improvising with a group in a live setting? And also, what's the most rewarding?" Think about it. Put your answer in the chat, and if you already responded to our Twitter, I'm going to pull that up and read a few of them. So, like, good answers in there today.
I'm curious.
Ebos, what do you think about it?
Well, I don't want to jump in. I haven't seen any of the answers.
I'm totally unprepared. I can't find the fucking Twitter.
I could give you my opinion. The most difficult thing about improvising is obviously just going out on a limb. To do it right, you have to take a risk, and you have to do it without a net. And so as soon as you have the net, it's somehow easier, but it's also not as dangerous. Therefore, it's also not as exciting. So getting rid of the net is the hardest part, but it's also the most rewarding. It's the same answer for both.
Okay.
Final answer.
I like it. Let's read a few of these. First one's from Stony Eye Studios. This is a fellow Decentraland streamer and a DJ. I think they do 420 every Wednesday. So you might be coming from there right now. Anyway, Stony Eye says, Most challenging thing is when someone in the group doesn't know how to listen and just goes through the motions of playing their part. Most rewarding is the feeling you get when everyone is in the zone and things just click.
Fuck yeah.
That's right. It's pretty much nailed it. Thank you, Stony Eye. Also had one from Jason Bukowski,
Oh yeah.
the baller,
Shout out to Balk,
Balk.
the chive.
He says hearing the changes is the most challenging part, and then hitting the changes is the most rewarding.
Oh yeah.
Word when you just nail them. Oh, that's the chord.
It's this. It's,
What's it sound like?
It's this.
It's a major 7.
Yeah, it's this.
It's this.
It's this. Ah, there it is.
There it is.
Help me out, Grego.
Where you at? I don't see
He's
you.
not in there.
You mute yourself or something. Oh.
All right, let me read another one. Madamus Crypto on Twitter says, when the groove kicks in, wow, there's no other feeling like it, and it's the most rewarding. Most challenging is finding people who listen and can assimilate all the information at once into their next notes instead of forcing everyone to follow theirs. There you
Okay.
go. We're
Good answer.
yeah, man. Universal truths.
We got a question in chat too.
Oh, word. We got a question in chat. Let's see.
SynthLab wants to know what the touchscreen interface is.
So, let's see. This one right here is a Touch OSC we're using for a lot of stuff in the studio. Got different tabs for the switcher and the lights, things like that.
Is he talking about Evos or
E-
Devos?
This is an iPad running Loopy Pro over here. So we've got multiple touch interfaces. We've just got a Android tablet here to look at the chat. So all kinds of touch interfaces. But Debo's has been going deep on the Touch OSC custom interfaces.
Yeah.
And Loopy Pro actually has similar functionality to make these MIDI controlling looper, UIs. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, one night we actually had the loop, me controlling Ebos' looper with the same Touch OS template. One day we'll get that ironed out, but we had it working once. It's one thing to get it working, and then to be able to get it working every time and fix it when it breaks quickly. That's the next level we're trying to get to.
It's
Yeah.
one thing to do a thing once. It's something all entirely different to do that thing repeatably.
That's right. Speaking of, I hear the voice of Abstract AMCR. We're going to bring him in. There he is.
Oh,
In his
yeah.
remote bunker.
Yes.
Welcome, dude. It's great to
My
talk to
big
you.
Zoom.
Looking good.
Do you have any thoughts on that conundrum of improvisation and when it works and when it does? What's the most challenging? What's the most rewarding?
So for me, I'm very much a derivative sort of worker. So I need somebody, something else that gives the catalyst that makes it all click. And the idea takes shape form. So
Yeah.
for me, getting started is fucking Mount Everest.
The initial spark, the inspirational element that you can dissect and remix and chop up
Yeah.
and put back together. That's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Cool.
Inspiration strikes when the lightning bolt strikes you. It's like it's hard to quantify or plan for or call up on demand.
Well, I think we're all on a spectrum of those things of how much of a seed can you generate from your own faculties versus how much do you want to pluck from the universe or ask one of your friends to play something and bounce off their idea, I think
That's why I do so many collaborations.
yeah.
Because I need that other energy, even if it's with the machine. Like the stuff that I do with AI is so filled with entropy and oddness that it gives me that spark, and then I find direction.
Right. Absolutely. I'd say I'm that way visually, in the design world. Like,
Yeah.
I more often than not, if I'm going to do some kind of poster or something where I'm left to my own sort of devices, there's not a direction given to me. It's just like, come up with something. Sometimes
That's the
I'll
worst
just start
thing.
I'll just start either watching TV or listening to music or floating around the web and Google images and just like going down rabbit holes of weird search terms until I find something that maybe sparks my interest. I'll pull that into Photoshop and I'll just start going to town. I'll just start chopping it up, remixing it,
Start
putting it
riffing
back
on it.
together.
I
Yeah.
do the exact same thing. Like the worst thing I tell people that you can tell a designer is make me something cool. It's a bloody nightmare every time I hear that.
I don't know, man. Some people, certain people, if they know you and trust you enough to, say yes to anything you come back with, then maybe it's a good thing. But
Yeah.
for me, it's the clients that say, "Go do something. I trust you. Do whatever," and then you come back and they've got a million changes, and then they
Well, I
start
really
picking
wasn't
it up.
thinking
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Well, then why did you say that?
Uh-huh. Well, yeah. So we're talking about design. We're talking about music. It's kind of all overlapping. That's what's funny. Mark's world, visual jamming. How do you approach jamming with the band on these Wednesday nights from your perspective? Like, how does your improvisational thing happen visually? Can you speak to that?
Yeah, so it depends. It starts with sort of the melodic elements, and those sort of create a feeling, something smooth and blobby or sharp lines like we've got in the background. Sort of whatever synesthetically gets triggered is usually the bass content I'll start with, and then the patch that I go with from there is jamming along with you guys, like tweaking things out, see where we're going to go. If I want to get depth to it, if we want to be more 2D. So, I mean, I'm creating a lot of the patches on the fly for some of the stuff that we're doing.
Hell yeah. Loving it, man. What do you think, Debos?
I'm curious what Big Mike thinks on just because it's a whole nother thing that he's bringing into the improv mixes, the lyrics on demand out of his dome. It's kind of cool that we all have this well that we draw from in our improvisation, that our own talents, if you will. And Big Mike, where do you get your inspiration from? How do you come up with stuff that fast?
Man, I don't know. It's crazy. Like from the jump, the music, like from tones to different notes to the rhythm of the drums or the bass or whatever. Like it's all a combination, and whatever that inspires me to feel, then I'll try to come up with something to build around, or come up with a hook or something, and then inspirationally, hopefully that drives me to start thinking 2 steps ahead, so I can take words from that and then just put them in front of each other, and then it becomes like once you get the words going, then I can focus on the rhythm of them, so then I can change up the flow, which then allows me to start and stop again like y'all do with the music, and then I can just go to a totally different rhyme or a totally different rhythm of words, or whatever I want to do. So like that's what's the most fun for me, is when y'all create and I can feel the vibe and the energy that y'all are bringing, then it influences me. Usually I attach the words to, of course, either the rhythm from the bass line or a melody or whatever, and I'll try to come up with a hook to build around, like I was saying. And then from there, it's just about the energy in the room, and I try to catch the rhythm and be able to switch up, the words and just stop. And it's funny, people say, I don't know how you freestyle like that, and you literally, because there's no like specific cadence, you have total control of your flow, so you can stop and start wherever you want. Just you got to have your ear listen to the drums or listen to when the bass comes back in or whatever it is that drops. And that's what's most fun for me, because it's challenging. It's like playing a game with my friends. It's like we're playing basketball except we're making music. You know what I mean? And the goal is to make badass jams, right? So like that's the ultimate prize to me, is when we figure all that out, and then we listen back, or in the moment you can even feel that connection, that spark, and you're like, dang, that was awesome, It's nothing better than
Word,
that.
word. Good answer. Love it, man. We should try some jams.
Yeah.
You know, we should actually try that in here while we're all thinking about it and we're kind of relaxed and we're sitting down. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Synth Lab is giving his respect there. He says, "Who's the sexy bearded fellow?" Of course, that was Abstract AMCR. Angel Simmons.
Yeah.
Finally, good to see the face behind the magic. She loves the Abstract. Thanks for always being there for us, Angel. Let's see if we can get a big mic
Yeah.
vibe going right now. Just see what happens. We take our time with it. You know what I mean? 'Cause we're laying down a nice loop. Get it nice and funky and crispy. Did you also shout out to Dials Style? Talking about Rancho. Yeah, Rancho. We're still recovering. Quite a weekend. Shout out to Try More Moj.
chillin' in the Groove Lab. I don't need my pen and my pad, we in the Groove Lab. Yeah, 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 we chillin' in the Groove Lab. I don't need the pen and the pad, we chillin' in the Groove Lab. Yeah, it's all off top. Don't stop. Once we start for the night, you know it's nice. I don't need to write, I think about things in my mind. I feel the vibe inside and I let it climb to the top of the peak. Each week, I grab the mic, yeah, I'm here to speak. Give me a beat, know I'm gonna eat. Hell yeah, with the rhyme and the rhythm so complete, don't compete. Nah, we just jamming. Wednesday night, we in the Groove Live. Groove Lab, just vibing live. Yo, I'm feeling the rhythm and I'm feeling so right. So give me the time for me to take flight. Another freestyle just from my mind, from me to you. Or what we do is Big Mike and the Purple Bee crew. I thought you knew we in the Groove Lab. Yeah, 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 we in the Groove Lab. Nah, I don't need the pen and the pad. We chillin' in the Groove Lab.
Yo,
Yeah,
yo.
yeah, we chillin' in the Groove Lab.
Yo.
That's right. Yo, I don't need the pen and the pad. We chillin' in the Groove Lab.
We
Yeah.
in the Groove Lab.
Yeah, yeah, we chillin' in the Groove Lab. That's right.
We in the Groove Lab.
Chillin' in the Groove Lab.
We in the Groove Lab. We in the Groove Lab. Yo, G, I can't hear it. We in the Groove Lab. We in the Groove Lab. We in the Yeah. That's right. We in the Groove Lab. Gee, this for some reason this mic is really loud in here, but all the music was almost not there. It was too low.
Kind of low out here too.
Hell yeah, we in the Groove Lab, Big Mike,
Grooving,
feeling it. Just getting warmed up here.
getting in the groove.
Trying to get our shit together. We in the Groove Lab. Yo. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey. Come on. Yeah. Yep. Hey. Groove Lab.
Yeah.
We in the Groove Lab.
Yo, get me in the mood lab. Yeah, we chillin' in the Groove Lab. Yeah, it's time to get me in the mood lab. Yeah, yeah, we chillin' in the Groove Lab. It's time to get me in the mood lab. Yeah, chillin' in the Groove Lab. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Round two, what we gon' do? Came to do something, yo. How about you? Came to grab the mic and make another move. Yo, with the rhythm so smooth, you gon' groove in the Groove Lab. Hell yeah, we create in real time. Yo, this is all from my mind. We come through like this. This is all by design. Yeah, we let the universe take control. When you feel that power in your soul, don't you know which way you gotta go? Oh, now we slow up the flow, and people are like, oh yeah, now you know. See, we got total control. We in the Groove Lab, and now you know we in the Groove Lab. Yeah, get me in the mood lab. Yeah, we chillin' in the Groove Lab. Yeah,
Groove Lab, Groove Lab, Groove Lab.
yeah.
Groove Lab. We in the Groove Lab. We in the Groove.
Yeah. One more verse from Big Mike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes you just fill up the beat, makes you just want to go in, you know. No ill intentions from the start, but I can't stop until I reach your heart. Big Mike come through, yeah, I play my part. On precise like the target, like a damn dart. Yo, from the start, I've never ever been weak. It's Big Mike come through, I spit every week. Give me some time to create these rhymes up in my mind. Hell yeah, just give me a minute to spin it around like a DJ. Bring it back one time, yeah, I got that. It's Big Mike in my bag of tools. It's come through like this, you can't rap, you a fool. Stay back, yo, I do what I do. Big Mike, it's my turn to make a move. This is chess, not checkers, don't get confused. If you fucking with me, then you gonna lose. I leave them bruised up, blacked up. It's Big Mike, come through, they getting smacked up. Whole crew's talking shit, you better back up. Big Mike, CHHK facts, bruh. Bring the heat every time when I speak. Hell yeah, give me the mic, yo, it's my time to peak. To the pinnacle, yo, you looking pitiful. It's Big Mike come through, big words, y'all minuscule. Yeah, like a pitfall from the Atari days. Yo, I don't play them games. I just come around and spit flames. Then I go to the back and smoke some J's. Big Mike come through, take one to the face. Hell yeah, I'm the illest, can't be replaced. You fucking with me, probably catch a case. It's Big Mike when we in the race. I'm gon' win the cup, never giving up. Hitting hard, bitch, like a fucking Mack truck. Down on the highway, taking it my way. It's one time for me to shine. So I gotta do it my way. Any day, anything that I say. Hell yeah, came around, serious flow, no play. No games, Big Mike, come through. I break them chains every time when I wreck it, man. We came to do it. Don't ever get confused when Big Mike keep going in. Now you losing. Now we brewing up some brews when come around here. Yeah, we winning like some Bruins. About to rally the castle. Big Mike teach the game like graduation tassels. Hell yeah, they can't handle. Big Mike grab the microphone and I leave it dismantled.
Yeah. You could dismantle. You could dismantle. You could dismantle.
Oh yeah. Groove Lab, y'all. Here we are. Nice little jam. Thanks for breaking the ice.
Clock Bash up in there says awesome sound. Thank you, Clock Bash. Nice voice for the raps, he says. What's up, Big Mike? That's Big Mike. Check out the CHHK. That's the College of Hip Hop Knowledge. Get yourself learnt. Yep.
So so I think now we want to flip it over to Abstract AMCR. He's going to do some DJing, a little 15-minute or so segment. Then we'll come back and talk and jam some more. Thanks for hanging with us. If you guys got anything in the chat you want to say, questions or comments, leave it there. We're looking at you. We also got this Wheel of Jam. If you look on 7, there's a Wheel of Jam tonight. It's got some fun stuff. We're spinning for the jam cards, Golden Shrimp Guild. Jam cards are in full effect. And some other fun stuff on that wheel.
Woo.
Loopy Pro. Pet Shop Boys. Make a preset. So a lot of fun stuff on there. Thanks for playing. Thanks for being here. If you're in Decentraland, we love you. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see, Abstract, you send
I got music looping. Yeah.
Okay, we're going to fade into you.
Total remix, girl from 7-Eleven. You must like this groove. I love it too. Thanks, Abstract. Want to go to 7-Eleven. That's also how much money we got so far. 7-Eleven. When I'm doing down, stay out of my
That's right. We're up in here, Purple Bee, in the control room. We got this Groove Lab. This is the very first time we've done the Groove Lab. We're calling it that, and so we're calling it episode 1. We made a Poe app. The way you can get a Poe app is just by showing us that you've been here, by proving it with either a monetary donation or a social post in our honor. We'd be sure appreciative of that. You can go to purplebee.org/donate, make it real easy. Tell us what you're thinking. Maybe get that wheel of jam spinning. Thanks for being here, you guys. Thanks for Abstract ANCR remixing Jagtronica and showing us how it's done. This is improvisation folded into improvisation and fired back at you live on the air in the moment. Ram's in the house. Ram's been doing most of the camera work for the Jagtronicas and the Wednesday night stuff. So you could say he's been improvising himself from the director chair. Isn't that right? You feel like you're improvising when the band is jamming and you're doing your thing? It's an improv thing, right?
Yeah, it's cool. There's such a good revolving group of musicians who come in. And there's some who are around more often. Obviously, you guys are the staples. So I'm most familiar with kind of the spaces you guys like to sometimes explore. But it's always fun if someone new comes in. Hold it closer. If someone new comes in, and it's interesting because they've got a feed, oftentimes out there. You guys can see what's going on. And sometimes I get to talk to them at set break after the first set, and they're like, oh, man, I really see that you're kind of feeling us and hopping in. So yeah, the element of kind of, somebody said it in the chat earlier, listening. When I'm, filming and directing, I'm listening for who's saying what in the jam, who's speaking, and who's kind of stepping up, and get to follow that. And it just gets so fun to watch an idea get passed around and try to follow it visually,
Right.
you know?
And I think something we set up here that was the first time I've tried it, and it's kind of unique to me. I don't think we're the first people to do this, but essentially you can direct the program and switch cameras from the cameraman position. So you're simultaneously moving the camera, zooming in on people, making camera moves, making creative moves, but you're also switching between other cameras. So it's like two jobs combined into one. Usually in a production, those are two different
Yeah.
people. So to put both those hats on, I found it like a really cool, very musical thing, actually. You felt like almost like you're playing another instrument.
Yeah, it's like percussive.
Yeah.
Following the
Yeah.
beat. It's awesome. I had never done anything like that before COVID, because like you said, traditionally I've always just done camera op more so than switching directing like that.
Yeah.
I've definitely had my fair share, but getting to do that, front of house style camera with the multicam feed and the switcher on top, it presents a challenge, but it's so fun.
Also the lights and the fog machine.
I like to
he's
fog
also
out.
the light guy.
I like to fog out Grego because he always says when it gets too thick he can't even see.
He can't see either way. Oh yeah, we got some donations coming in. $20 from
Thank
Sarah.
you, Sarah.
Yeah, nice. And Jesse threw down 7-11 earlier. Thank you guys so much. That $20 is worth the spin on the wheel of jam.
Yeah.
I don't want to break up our flow here though. We were just getting into the weeds on this camera, music, directing, video, music, improvisation. Like before you started doing this with us, did you ever make those connections? Because you shot a lot of music, both video-wise as a cameraman and also just as a still photographer. Like, you guys should go to Ram's Instagram. It's Dad's Old Camera.
Dad's Old
He
Camera.
does a lot of music, but not just music. There's
Yeah.
all kinds of
Mix it up.
stuff. So, like, have you made that connection before, or felt those kind of itching the same scratch?
So here's what's unique to me about Purple Bee. I've never felt before like I've been able to get so creative visually and just have carte blanche to do what I want and what I think is fun. And I've had some great opportunities and loved it. The work I do with CJ more lately is a lot of fun. We get to be really creative.
Shout out C-Roll.
Shout out CJ, shout out C-Roll Productions. But it's so cool here because it feels like in this building, anybody who comes in, or isn't even here, whether it's abstract, whether it's the people chatting and spinning, like it's so collaborative. And everybody who's here, the people who come and hang and watch, it truly feels like we're all just creating together. Just like the opening questions y'all had, I think, about improv. It's like it feels like it extends beyond just you guys as the musicians. That's this foundation, but we all get to add a layer.
Right.
Very unique.
Well, it's something that we've talked about as sort of a pillar of Purple Bee, or at least that we want to be this foundational element of Purple Bee is just the concept of improv from foundational level. To improvise is to be in the moment.
Yeah. Yes,
you can't,
and.
Yes, and you
Yeah.
cannot truly improvise unless you are in the moment.
Yeah.
And we've proven both of these theories to be true and false. What I mean is you cannot always be in the moment. It just cannot always
Right.
work. You can't have a 100% batting average
Right.
at this stuff. It's hard. When you're trying to do it for real, it's not easy. So when it does work and it does click and you are in the moment and we are listening and it does start to happen, it's so rewarding.
Yeah.
Right? It's so like, it feels good. It feels like you get a hit of dopamine
Yeah.
in a cool way that doesn't happen in a lot of other, I don't know, walks of life.
Yeah.
Or it does, but you got to recognize it for what it is. I think it does happen in walks of life. Like, for instance, when we're not playing music, when we're just doing production and we go to a gig and we've got to set up and something goes wrong and you got to think on your feet. You got to get out the gaff tape and you got to find the adapter and you got to do the things. That's improvising.
Yeah, for
And you're
sure.
doing it as a team. And when you succeed and you get through the gig, that's more or less the same thing. So so what we're trying to do is draw the whole thing together and say that that's what we're about. And when you're doing that, good things are going to happen. At least you're going to have a good time doing it and like build some camaraderie with the
Yeah,
team.
for sure.
Hell yeah.
It's a special thing. I think I was thinking about the question you guys opened up with, again, about improvisation.
Yeah.
I think the hardest thing is getting out of my own way to create and that's also the most rewarding.
Right.
Because like, and then to see it happen in a group, it's even more astonishing. It becomes
Right.
like a domino effect of like selflessness, open-mindedness, like willing to participate rather than steer, rather than take control of the wheel and just be like, I'm driving,
Right.
motherfucker.
Right.
You know.
Big time. So I think what we're trying to do by slowing down this Wednesday night and kind of taking a step back, talking about it for a minute, is we're trying to center ourselves, and we're trying to get in touch with what we're really trying to pull off here. And then we're going to move forward with a lot more clarity. And I think if we can bring in other people on these Wednesday nights to talk to that are experts about this in various forms and formats and disciplines, like, for instance, someone who's a live looping music artist and they play a solo show. I don't know, Mark Rebier, Keller Williams, people like that. You would consider them masters of the sort of solo live looping experience. I want to know what they're thinking about.
Yeah.
And when they bring on people to collaborate with and they start improvising with other people, what does that do to their deal? And I want to ask people that. And I want to ask people who know how to work this kind of thing better than I do to give us some tips and maybe.
I want to shout out the Bad Tooth Records. I think they have some group settings and duos and stuff on their stream sometimes. I see you in the chat, guys. Devolta, all the homies.
What's up,
Synapse. So just put it out to the chat. Chime in on this. We want your input.
I also want to go back to what Big Mike was talking about, where we kind of like hang around and we're looking for a seed. Actually, Abstract brought this up. He's looking for a seed of inspiration that he can riff off of and remix. And whenever we have these set breaks and Kate Fuego does her dancing and we're taking a breather, we're smoking a dude, we're having a drink before we do it again, usually some conversation will be sparked that's like that will be thought-provoking enough that we'll either go and Google it and try to get a sample of it, or off YouTube, or we'll just have it in our brains and use it as something that may or may not come out in the music later on.
Yeah.
So tonight we're talking about fluoride in the water, right? And what was the question you asked? He had a genuine question.
First of all, folks,
We're curious.
no agenda here. We're not pushing.
Objection, hearsay. Arrow Senpai.
Why is it in there? Is this just for our teeth? Here's some of the questions that were brought up. Who's behind this? That's such a big movement that it ended up being global. This can't just be big.
You saying who's really behind this, or
Who's really behind it? When I said Big Dental, which you called
Big Tooth.
Big Tooth. But some other theories were proposed and tossed out. Does it calcify the pineal gland to keep us from being more clear-minded and free-thinking and thinking for ourselves? I mean, what else y'all let us know in the chat? What's the deal with?
Abstract says he's muted. I think he's got something to say about this.
Yeah, let's hear him. What's up, Abstract?
Can
There
you
he
guys
is.
hear me?
Yeah, now we can. Sorry.
It really has a lot more to do with big industry. Fluoride being an exponent of industrial processes that they had a ton of.
Like corn.
And there is a benefit of it, small pieces, reportedly. And so that's where it actually all began, way back in like the
What about the
40s or
pineal gland? Does it really crust over your You know anything about that?
No.
Okay.
About that one.
Maybe your pineal gland is too close.
That's exactly what someone with a crusty pineal gland would say.
That's good.
Anyway, I think we should spin the wheel for Sarah. The wheel
Yeah.
of jam.
Yeah,
There's some things on here that aren't necessarily strictly musical, so we'll see what happens here.
You want to switch, D?
Yeah, shout out to Devolta for the bits, and Jesse Taco Fuego earlier with the 7-Eleven.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is a spin for Sarah though. Here we go. I'm gonna put on camera 1 there.
Thank you, Sarah.
Here we go. What is it?
AMA.
Ask-
Lay down AMA.
Ask me anything.
Yeah, that's it was. We can pick. I think we should make Grego do the AMA. AMA is Ask Me Anything, so we're giving the opportunity for the chat to ask you literally
Yeah.
anything, and you have to answer it.
Maybe you don't know about Grego's background.
Yeah.
You know, you don't know where he's from. He's from Poland.
Maybe you don't know what his pineal cyst.
Sarah's got first dibs on this question, but we'll take some chat questions too if you got any help. Abstract, maybe if you have something from the peanut gallery, we'll take yours too if we have to. That's right. AMAs. Debos, if you could ask Grego anything, what would you ask him? Not he doesn't have to answer this, but I just want to know what you'd ask.
What was your favorite cartoon when you were a kid?
They don't have cartoons in Poland.
Did you have cartoons?
Only reality in Poland.
Is the question, do we have cartoons in Poland?
No, I want to
or-
know your favorite cartoon. I know
Yeah.
you had cartoons.
Yeah, Reksho.
What is it? Reksha?
Reksho.
What's that
It's
mean?
A little doggy. It's a doggy. It's a cartoon about a little
Somebody
doggy.
Google that.
Yeah, Reksho.
How do you spell it?
REKSIO. Reksho.
There's no
Ratio.
silent Z followed by the Q.
No finer RZ, nothing like that. No crazy.
Rex show. What's up,
Yeah.
Sarah Mitchell?
Reksho, check it out.
Sarah dropped a psh on you, G.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh
love it.
man, it was a long weekend.
Thank
Huh?
you so, Sarah.
No question from Sarah. I guess, we're giving you an AMA, Sarah. I don't know if you heard this.
Ebos, what do you want to know?
Come on.
Okay.
Now is the time.
I want to know, were you ever a skateboarder?
Yes. I was. There was a time in the school, just like a school hallways was like the most even surface, and then I tried. I never seriously hurt myself, thank God. But I realized I could, so I stopped. I never really broke anything, any bone in my body ever. So,
Not living hard enough, brother.
Yeah, you need to take more chances.
oh, I lived pretty hard. Maybe I have hard bones. I don't know.
What's this, Debo's?
Big
Come
Mike.
on,
Big,
next.
Big Mike gets a question.
BM.
Oh, here we go.
Camera
There's
four, camera
Rekio.
four.
Here we go.
Rickshaw? You got it?
Shaw.
Rickshaw.
There he is.
Oh,
Rickshaw.
yeah.
What's the name of his butterfly friend?
Oh, totally forgot.
I like it. We got any video?
There's, yeah, somebody needs
You have to wait
find
till
some-
Saturday morning?
Yeah, maybe we should do like a soundtrack to Rickshaw cartoon.
I'm into it. I'm into it.
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
into
here, Full Rev Trev has a question. What inspired the Grego signature bass line?
that. Oh my lord, I don't even know.
What
That's-
inspired it? I think, man, I'll answer this for him.
Yeah.
He was born with it. When he came out of the womb, it was playing in his head, and it's
was.
never stopped. It sort of drives him crazy sometimes, but sometimes
He was sent from space on that bass line.
yes.
No, so you're exactly right, Ebos. Like, like I believe that everybody is born with that song in their head, and they trying to like constantly interpretate and in different songs and playing with different people, but it's the same song, and that's, I guess that's mine. I can't get away from it. It's always there. Sometimes I don't even listen to stereo in my car because it's so overwhelming that I can't just have two music, so I rather just have this one. And, it comes from all the bass players that actually kind of are groovy, maybe less is more, and then more minor key.
Could you sing
lot
what's
of
playing in your head right
half-step.
now? Could you just go ahead and vocalize it?
Stuff like that. That's what I hear right now.
That's
Can
a
we,
good head
can we
groove.
loop that? Can you do it into Ebos' mic?
Come back here and loop that shit.
You want to loop that?
Why
Yeah.
not?
D. You got a shorty? I go over there. You got it?
You gotta turn on the shit.
What do you mean? You gotta turn shit. Chick.
default the same. What's
Yeah.
up, Big Mike?
What's
Yeah.
up, bro?
Deep within the Groove Lab.
On the one. Come on. 1, 2, 3,
4.
keep going. That's it, y'all. Can we
Nice.
jam to it?
Rickshaw.
Pull up your rickshaw.
Yeah, rickshaw, yeah. Come on. Sing about rickshaw, man. Good doggy. Total rickshaw for you.
Rickshaw.
Nice groove, y'all.
Runaway rickshaw.
It's amazing how you can do that with just a vocal sample, though, right? You started. That's what started.
That's how it starts. You know, it has to start somewhere. You
And-
just plant a seed and it just grows. The
Yeah.
plant grows.
In true Jag fashion, here's what we do. This is our special touch. When that jam ends, we erase all the loops,
Yep.
never to
Yeah.
be played again.
No,
Never.
that's it.
Erase. They're gone from
Yeah.
memory.
She
Sorry,
gone.
she gone.
She gone.
She gone.
Walking, looking.
Hey, real quick, I want to go back to our question of the week on Twitter.
Yeah.
Hashtag Groove Lab questions. We had one more thing I didn't read by Sean C.
Oh yeah.
And they said
Sean C.
the most rewarding. That we were asking what's the most challenging part about improvising in a group setting, but
And
also what's the most rewarding.
And then
And then he said, the most rewarding part is feeling totally in sync with your fellow band members. When you look at them and everyone knows the vibe is just right. Rock and roll
rock
horns.
and roll.
And then the most challenging is going to a jazz club and feeling demoralized after your face has been melted by much better musicians.
Oh jeez.
Emoji crying laugh.
Yep.
Yes.
Can feel that,
Feel that.
and I felt that.
And I took that personally.
Mecca Cat's in the house.
Oh,
Earth
yeah.
Melon.
Meow, meow, make a cut.
For-
Lots of love from
Speaking
Purple
of jazz
Bee.
musicians,
Yeah.
next Thursday we got Prager in
Oh
here.
yeah.
Oh,
Speaking
Lord.
of,
Lord, these guys are
Lord.
like, they're on Rope-A-Dope Records, first of all, which is like Snarky Puppies.
Yeah,
Home base.
The roof's going to come off.
And then
Shh.
they got Matt Muehling
Matt
on guitar,
Muehling.
who's been in here a couple times. Total shred.
Total shredded.
Brian
Shreddage.
Donahoe.
what did they do last night? That gig they played
Yeah,
last night.
they just played a gig last night where they played a live score of the game Metroid, and while the guy in the bar live played through the whole game.
like speed played the
Speed
game.
play.
See, I've been saying we can do something like that.
Yeah, I saw some videos.
Yeah, we need to get them
Crazy.
over here to do that.
Fuck
Yeah, man.
We might we're gonna have that on the wheel, maybe a Nintendo queued up, ready to go
That would be
for the
sick.
wheel.
Uh-huh.
Get one Metroid level.
We'll see. We'll see. They might want to just rock their originals. They've got
Yeah.
like a complete opus to bring
We'll
us.
see. I'm gonna talk them into the Metroid though,
Hell yeah.
or some sort of game.
Yeah.
Kid Icarus.
Well, another one of my
Hook up
favorite.
one of the game streamers
Yeah, totally.
in
Game
Austin.
streamers.
Hell yeah.
Another one of badass Polish cartoons you have to check it out is Bolek i Lolek.
All right, spell it for Ram.
Ram's gonna look it up.
Bolek, B-O-L-E-K, and Lolek, L-O-E-K.
Hey, you know the
What?
you know the difference between Lolek and Bolek?
I knew it. I fucking knew
What?
it.
What's the difference?
I don't need you to Lolek.
I don't need to be Bolek about it. Why I'm
Oh yeah, Kid Icarus, K Fuego. K
here it
Fuego
is.
still here?
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
We
those
got
are
that
those
Nintendo.
are brothers. Those are two brothers. And they're totally
they are.
badass.
Troublemakers.
Bolek and
Yeah.
Lolek.
It
So
looks a little bit like the.
Bolek is on the left.
Looks like
I
you,
think.
Grego.
Dennis the Menace.
Lolek on the right.
Lolek on the left.
Grego
yeah.
Lolek.
Lalush, not Lalush.
Lolek.
Lolek.
Balush. Balush and Lalush.
The kid on the right with the purple pants from the purple crayon.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's Grego's cousin.
Shout out to Poland, Grego's fam,
Yes.
Mommins. What's
Yeah.
up with Mommins? She on her way?
Mommins, oh my God, Mommins is coming
Mommins.
in just a few days, less than a week.
Oh my God!
Unbelievable.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Have you rolled out the carpet?
Carpet is rolled. I need to unroll it.
Flatline BB says that was me and Grego growing up.
Oh yeah, you got some rent. What is on that
Oh, what's
camera?
that? Dolek
What's
and
that?
Lolek. That's the poster.
That's the.
Yeah.
Oh,
Bolek.
yeah. I'm telling you, these guys know how to have fun. If you're a kid and you're watching them still, like, it's very inspiring.
Those swimsuits are inappropriate.
Bro, when you're on the sun, you want to get some sun. That's the whole point.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
It's the new Decentraland.
I think we should pull a
Somebody
jam
needs
card.
to be Boligi Lolig in
Do they have
Decentraland.
nude beaches in Poland?
Yeah. A
The
lot.
EU.
You invented
It's
them.
just
A lot.
normal.
I invented them. all
Not
of
until
them.
Grego showed up, huh?
You didn't hear about they changed Hippie Hollow. Now they call it Grego Hollow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grego was the first
Yeah.
Polish immigrant to
Yeah.
swim at Hippie Hollow, so they changed the name.
Yeah, for sure. That's the truth.
It's about to be in our. It's in Grego's neighborhood now. Grego, I need an update on the construction of.
Oh my God,
The new
construction of the hive is unbelievable. There's windows cut out everywhere. It's gonna be very transparent. You're gonna be able to chill with us in the studio. A lot more room. You'll be able to see from outside in and
Yeah.
from in out, and then from a control room to the lounge and all that. So the framing is almost done. The electric and AC coming next, and
Nice.
shout outs to Scotty, of course.
Scotty Railings.
Scotty Railings and all the Jacks, Cameron, Casey.
Yeah.
Uh,
Lord.
Popping that mic.
my mic died.
It's all right.
Anyway, it's coming along. Sheetrock is next. AC's already there.
So I like how this is a little preview tonight. How we're shooting through the windows. Ram is in the
that's
live room.
exactly, you're going to be seeing more of that.
It's going to
for
be
sure.
that like times 1,000 at the new
Yes.
place. We're going to be. You'll be able to see all the way through.
Yes,
And
I'm
shoot a camera all the way through.
yeah, I can find some pics and stuff when you're like after
Yeah.
this groove.
After the groove.
Yeah.
We're gonna do another groove, and then Abstract's gonna do a little more DJing, and we'll keep it flowing. This is the Groove Lab. We see you out there on the chat. Kid Icarus, Nudie Patooties, Cat Mecha Cats in the house, Earth Melon, Flatline Baby. If you've seen it in Decentraland tonight, let us know in the chat. We want to make sure it's working. We got too many screens here. My one screen that has Decentraland is, for some reason, it's the new MacBook, and it's not showing. Doesn't work with Decentraland. If anyone knows anything about that, M1 on Decentraland. What's up?
Turn that shit down. Did you loop? No, me? Yeah, I asked you to try it. Yeah, it's working now. Erase that.
All right, Groove Lab, Loop Lab. I'm gonna lay down a loop on Ebos' iPad from my Nord. Oh shit!
That's
What do we
right.
call that one? Recce what? Oh, Bolik e Lolik. Yeah.
Lolik and Lolik.
Bollock.
Make sure Jake
Let's call it Bollock.
marks it. Put in the markers. Bolik e Lolik.
Bolhoff and Lohoff.
Real quick, we got to shout out the chat. Kermit Simmons in the house. Kermit Simmons, we love you. Talk about tenacity, survivor,
Yep.
survive over the era.
From the brink.
From the brink. Been through a lot together, and while you're up there, you've been on your own journey. Send our love out to you, brother. Another popular cartoon from Poland was Maya the Bee.
Yes.
That's from Flatline BB, I think.
Yes, Flatline.
Yeah. And he says, Pazuzika Maya. Is that right? Pazuzika?
Tell her that I named my dog like that.
Oh, he named his dog Maya after the show. Nice. Her friend was Gucho. He named his other dog Gucho, right? Yeah.
That's another cartoon.
Unbelief.
Yeah, all cartoons.
Bring me in on the video. Flatline, we'll send you a link to the Zoom. We'll get you in here. What's your, hit me up in the DMs. Ebo's.
Yeah, I've got this Zoom multi-stomp. I accidentally changed my patch, and I'm in like, it's got 100 patches. I'm in patch hell.
Let's talk about the tech. The tech we implemented today.
Patch Adams.
See. Look at this guy.
Hey,
This guy.
that's
Hey.
something interesting to think about for you guys though. Like to do the live stream, y'all are basically like freestyling all that. So how does that feel like with the whole back end of the everything that y'all are putting in and talking about?
Yeah.
Like where does that
Dude,
inspiration come from?
It's hard. It's been a challenge. I would say that much. Like it doesn't come natural to anyone to multitask that much, I'd say, but
Right.
certainly not me.
You're doing the best at it of all of us, though.
But it's like the more I can handle, the more I take on.
Right.
That's why you see more screens in here. Oh, we can do one more thing.
You see a
Before
hole,
I-
you see a hole, you plug it.
So it's like we could do this thing to make it easier, but actually you're giving yourself more work.
Right.
We're striving. We're
Well-
pushing it to the limit.
I think
Hey.
it's more like we opened Pandora's box and we don't know how to close it.
Right.
And so every time we see some room in that box, we just put some new gadget in it.
I love it, man. I love it because, like, I remember when y'all first started streaming, and every time y'all did it, I would come and I was staying across the street then. Every time I would come, there would be something different that y'all had, different camera, different angle, different idea.
Well, I tell you what.
Yeah.
This is the improv
Yeah.
in this is that we're playing a long.
love
It's
that,
a
man.
longer improv where we're iterating on it every week, and we didn't have to tear it down. Our whole lives we've been doing a lot of video stuff, but I think we had to tear down after every gig, and we probably just set up before every gig. So when we finally got this place that we could use as our laboratory, Groove Lab, we decided we would just like build it like Legos. And Grego really set the stage because he's been building a studio like that for years.
Right.
And he's been adding like a treatment to the walls every week. He's got a new project of wall treatment, or just a tchotchke in a corner you didn't see before, or some light up thing over
Yeah.
there, and curtains that Momins knitted
Sewed,
for us,
yeah.
and we put them over there, and
Or a sign in
a new
different
sign, a
place.
new light.
Yeah.
And so we just started like taking that approach to the video as well. We just started sort of tinkering and adding on and Voltroning as we went, and now 2 years later, we're where we are now, and so it's like a cathedral of junk, if you will. But it's been fun. Kate said tchotchkes as far as the eye can see. That's true.
True.
Also, I've been trying to tell
Facts.
Grego, I discovered this band called Tchotchke. They're like a pretty hot
Oh,
indie rock girl band from LA.
what?
They're cool as shit. I think we
Get
need
'em
to
in.
have them out.
Get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch to chat mode. We're gonna get Flatline BB. I sent you the link. Flatline.
Also, shout out to Kate Fuego for spelling
There you
tchotchke
are.
correctly.
There you
That's
go.
right.
I see ya. Stand by for Flatline.
Yeah. No, we'll put that on on the hard drive and play it for real. Maybe next week or something.
What's up, Abstract? I'm slow at changing this Zoom. There he is.
Yo,
What's up, Bart?
what up?
Let me
What up?
Let me bring you in here, Bart.
Hold on. Before you do, tell me if my audio quality is okay.
Yeah,
'cause
It's decent.
We hear you,
It's
man.
decent.
It's decent. We can
Oh
work with
yeah,
that.
look who's here! Unbelievable.
Yo, what's up,
Yes,
Grego?
that's familia right there, y'all.
So that was you in the cartoon, wasn't it?
Swan you, yes.
I
You
was.
remember?
I was a short, fat one.
You remember all the Maya and Boligi Lole?
Yeah.
Erection?
Of course.
Yes. Yes.
That's why I'm feeling exactly what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
See, what all
Halt.
these guys don't realize is how far back we go.
Yeah.
We lived together in New York when I was in high school. We grew up together, our whole family, in Poland, and so I saw him almost daily. Grego taught me everything I know about music. He introduced me to all the bands that I need to listen to, and I kind of took it from there. When he lived with us in New York, he was my best friend. He
What part of New York were y'all living in?
in the Bronx, the Boogie Down Bronx, baby.
Yeah.
Boogie down.
Yeah, there's some rap songs about me.
That was like the Beastie Boys era where y'all were in the resurgence of rap music in the late
Tremendous.
80s.
Yeah, what year?
Wasn't the first Wu-Tang song about
Early
you
90s.
guys?
Early 90s.
Yeah.
You ever
Early
heard the
90s.
song
That's
called
Wu-Tang.
Tremendous G?
Tremendous G.
It's about Grego.
He is the
That was when
OG.
we were peak running around doing lights and raves down in New York.
No, but anyway, when I moved to US, I I couldn't speak English and didn't know shit. So this is my my cousin's son. So it's like a nephew. What would you say? Second nephew?
Grand cousin. I don't know. It gets
Grandcousin.
really messed up in our
It's
family because
messed up. Yeah.
his mom and my grandmother were sisters,
Yeah, that's it. There
and
you
my
go.
grandma's passed away. Rest her soul. His mom's still alive. Thank goodness. Mama's still alive.
Oh yeah, shout
Oh,
out
yeah.
to all the fam.
In
So-
fact, trivia. Grego's mom, Mamans, is my godmother.
There you
Wow.
So anything happens to my mom, she's got the obligation to raise me, which I would love that because she's an awesome mom.
go. Well, yeah, she is. She'll be here in less than a week. So
Nice. I'll
can't
have
Nice.
to
wait.
call in, chat with her.
Uh huh. Anyway, thanks for helping me out when I first moved in here. Like you
Oh, of course.
took me around and showed me the New York.
Yeah, it was my pleasure to spend time with Gregor. It was not wasted time. He was a huge influence on me. It's because of him I started playing drums when I was in high school and college. I was in a jazz band in high school and college. I actually met Grego when I got to know him as a drummer first, then a keyboard player, then a guitar player, and finally bass when he moved to Texas. So yeah, that bass song was probably playing in his head all along, but
But we made
I
him
didn't
play
hear him.
drums. When we met Grego, he was also more a drummer than anything, and so actually, like, we probably hadn't even jammed with you ever, but we had a vibe. We knew you were cool, and then our drummer wigged out and didn't show up one day, and we had just eaten mushrooms and we're like ready to like make up songs. We had everything set up, and the drummer didn't show up, and we're like, what are we gonna do? So we called Grego, and he's like,
Yes.
I'll be right there.
This is the story. Yeah. Get
So
going
we
to.
wrote Choppy that song. Remember?
We wrote
Yeah.
a few. We
That-
wrote like
that
4 or
night,
5
yeah,
songs.
4 or 5 songs that night.
Yeah, so he gets there. We're already buzzing. He eats his mushrooms as quick as he can, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
sits down at the drum kit, and the rest is history. 30 years later,
Here we
we're
are.
collecting our Grammys.
Golden Bees,
The Golden Bees. That's right.
pull-ups. Yeah.
Bart, if you could ask Grego anything, what would it be?
Come on, Bart.
Oh, geez, I already know so much.
Yeah.
So I
To put him on the spot, something you know
Okay.
that would maybe embarrass him a little bit.
Hold on real sec. Kerm came in there with a 20.
Kerm,
Thank you so much, Kerm.
much.
We love you.
everybody's always so generous. Blows my mind the generosity of people that that partake in this experience.
Agreed.
It's
Yeah,
always
totally
great.
agree.
It's always amazing. So,
Big family.
but so the main thing for me now is that you guys finally know who I am. And when I say Gregor's my family, I'm not just talking metaphorically.
All right.
Like,
Yeah,
this is-
but,
yeah, we believe you now.
Yeah,
we believe
yeah.
you.
Heard the whole
Thank
Thank
story.
you.
It's good
Um,
to have you always. Thanks for your support, man. You're like miles
Always.
away, but I'm feeling you. Feeling you.
Dude, I miss you so much. I wish I could
So,
come out there
well-
and hang out. And
You're always invited.
I know. I'm just not in the place where I can, but I appreciate that. And it's good. First time I have some time off, I'm definitely gonna come down and see you guys. I feel like I missed out on a lot in your life, and I don't feel good about that. But
Well, it's all
This-
been recorded, so I'll play it later.
but this is what's so special for me about these weekly broadcasts is that I get to see you and I get to hear you and your friends, people that hopefully will become my friends someday.
Absolutely.
I get to hear you guys create and be inspired and be like, yo, I know that guy. That's my cousin.
Uh-huh.
Look, he's internet famous now.
Well, you even use Jacktronica clips for your show, right?
I did. Unfortunately, that hasn't been published yet. It's a work
Well,
in progress, but
It is,
yes,
but
I
you're
do
thinking
appreciate
about
that
it. Yeah,
a lot.
thanks, man. Thanks.
I-
Yeah, what do
I
you,
told,
what are you working
my
on? Is
friend.
there something we can check out of yours or in the future?
in the future, definitely. Right now, nothing that that I'm really proud of. So
Right on. Keep
We come
striving,
back,
brother.
We come back on that. Thanks a
come
lot.
back. We're
Sonia.
so come back. It's never too late.
Yeah, check out Boligi Lolik. Love you, man.
I love you too, man.
Say
Love you
hello
too.
to your
Thanks for
fam-
bringing me in, guys. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
thank you, man. E, what do you think? Jam skis?
Yeah,
or
man. One more
you got
jam. I want to see Kate
Kate
Fuego
Fuego again,
do some
yeah,
fire
and
to this
then
next jam.
Abstract can
and-
spin some more.
Abstract, and then when we're done with Kate, when her fire runs out, I want to hear her talk about improvisation as well, because she's another element, another dimension to what we've been doing over here.
Agreed.
The movement, the fire, the dance.
Yeah.
it's all part of it.
Then Abstract's going to do another segment, and then we'll we'll come back and bring it home. But
Right now?
no, we're gonna jam
Oh yeah, yeah.
Kate Fuego. We're gonna talk to Kate. Then we'll go to another abstract, and then come back to talk to you. Maybe raid on after that. So we're gonna do a jam with a jam card of the Golden Shrimp Guild. If y'all don't know about this, let's put it on. There we go. What'd you pull? The Golden Shrimp Guild put out these jam cards. Change the key, but leave one melodic phrase unchanged. Who's that from?
That's from 302 Dave.
302 Dave. Sorry about this, Mike. Thank you, Kerm. We love you, bro. This is for you. We're gonna change the key,
Yeah, Devo. So let's
but
think,
keep the melodic
think
phrase.
of a chord change we can do that, and you.
Like transpose the phrase. Is that what you're saying? Keep the same phrase, but change the key under it. Okay, I got it.
Thank you, Loopy Pro. That's how you do it. Thanks for that jam card, Dave, 302 Dave. Fuck yeah. Where was it? 302 Dave inspired that last jam. Change the key, but leave the melodic phrase unchanged. Thank you, 302 Dave. Boom. I'm going to tag you in this one. Golden Shrimp Guild created these cards, by the way. The jam cards from Golden Shrimp Guild. Shout out to those fine folks. Go check out the Synth Fest. Look up Dan Kushner. All good folks over there. Hell yeah. Debos, what's happening?
I want to talk to K Fuego. Is she out there? Can she come in?
She's still in Fuego?
That was. No, we're gonna. Yeah, we could go to Abstract now and talk to Kate.
Give her
There she
this.
is. Give her this. Have a seat in my seat.
Well, thank you, Devos. Appreciate being welcome to the show.
Everybody, this is Kate Fuego. You've seen her in Fuego.
Hi.
This is her first
Kate.
first taste of air conditioning.
And it's glorious.
So I wanted to ask you about improvisation as it pertains to what you do. You've been jamming with us on these Wednesday nights and other nights for like at least a year now. About a year?
Yeah, about a year and a half now.
About a year and a half.
Mhm.
So in the year and a half, let's say 80, 90 odd weeks, maybe 75 times, you know, you've tried to jam along with the band and do what you do, your artistry, and react to the music. And tell me what that's like from your perspective. What are you thinking about? What are the things that are most challenging for you, and what are the things that are most rewarding about it for you?
Well, honestly, I have to echo what every other human you've spoken to this evening has to say about listening. Active listening is what makes you successful collaborating with a group, whether you're putting together a dance with another dancer or whether my dance partners are Abstract, AMCR, and RAM.
Yeah.
So since you asked about challenges, one thing that's different when you're dancing here in the studio, just a little bit, how the sauce gets made, is that I have a monitor outside. So before every show, I get here early, I mark out where the edges of the stage are so I stay in the frame. And then I can see myself in the monitor, so I see what's getting projected out into the internet and the metaverse, but I'm watching it backwards from how I'm actually moving.
Right.
So
Maybe at
it's,
Purple Bee 2.0, we'll flip it around for you. We'll see if we can work that out.
well, but I mean, I know how to do it now, so I'm used to it, which is
Right.
funny though, because now when I think about with regular audiences that like, oh no, I'm not moving backwards, I'm moving forwards, so it's kind of like if you're teaching a dance class or if you're leading a yoga session, are you mirroring the group or are you doing the same move as the whole group? So here I'm working opposite from what you guys are doing.
But doesn't that actually mean that all this time when you look in a mirror or you look in your iPhone camera looking back at you, you are seeing a reverse image. It's only to help your own brain process that it's reversing it for you. What I see as a viewer of your fire dancing is exactly what you see on that monitor,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
That's kind of a head fuck.
I know, it's like the infinity. Like I'm watching it in one direction and everybody else is watching it in the other direction.
Crazy, dude.
I know, a K and an 8. 8 sideways is an infinity.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there you go.
It all makes
Fancy
sense now.
pants.
Another thing I think about also is, the speed of music that you're playing. Do I want to make, big swoopy moves or do I want to keep it closer and more deliberate and play with the drum beats or play with, what the bass lines are doing. But also a lot of time because we have the monitor, I try to play with the negative space. Or if Ram does a big image with, Grego focus on the bass, like I'll try to dance up and down the frets.
So you actually move your body in the frame
Yes.
to find the good compositional place for you to live.
Oh, and I
then
always
you-
rewatch the show
Yeah,
every Thursday, so
That's
I've
super
noticed
cool.
a lot.
You know what? I knew that was happening, but I never stopped and thought about you making those decisions creatively as a visual framing thing, blocking. What do you call it? Like it's a cinematography thing. It's like you compose the shot. Of course, Ram composes the shot because he's the director and he's the camera guy and he can frame something up. But you can go within your static frame and you can position yourself in that frame on the right, on the left, in the middle, down low, up top. And you can work your way into Ram's switch that way. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah, definitely that. So it's also when Ram makes swoopy moves, I try to like dance along with the way that he's moving.
Sweet.
And also when I'm dancing with Abstract, especially during intermission, when y'all are taking a break, I'm always really cognizant of what patterns is he making, and am
Right.
I better off being in the center of the frame or off on
Right.
the side playing off of what he's drawing.
Right. A lot of times.
And I'm trying to make negative space
Yeah.
so that you can do that stuff.
Exactly. He's very cognizant of it. I know when we first started experimenting with Mark, Abstract, AMCR about these things, the first thing we did was we created you call it a vignette. It's basically a rounded mask so that all the stuff in the center of the frame went through, and on the edges you could see his visuals. And so he quickly picked up on that trend because it worked with, we could still aim a camera at a guitar player, for instance, and then around them in the negative space, there would be all this art flying around, and it kind of worked. It compositionally generally worked, and it was something our switcher would do automatically, so we went with that. But when we do your fire dancing, a lot of times we'll flip the script on that, and we'll have all his information in the center of the screen, and the edges empty. And so when you notice that and you adjust yourself accordingly, then we're all working together. That's really cool.
Well, and I also think about it with, I mean, that's why I actually brought everything I just used into the studio, because I think about the shapes everyone is
damn.
making with also the shapes of my props.
Scott and Belinda came through with a 20, 25.
Thank you,
Look
Scott
at
and
them.
Melinda.
Speaking of, what were you saying about
Oh,
about
sure. This
who
is tricky
makes
'cause I'm
these?
holding
These
some
are
of
super
these.
cool.
Well, these are all made by a conglomeration of humans.
What is that?
So these are
What the
palm
heck?
torches, and what you do, you fit that. You can wear them two ways. You can either wear them on the tops of your palms or in the palms of your hands. And I like to wear them on top because, and whenever Erin is here, she's always like, "Ooh, do fire hands again." So
I think
in
we
order
need to
to
switch
do,
spots so you can get close to this camera with
oh
this
yeah,
thing.
sure.
I want to see it. Kate, what's going to get in the camera to show? Let's show. I don't want to see what these fire things look like in real life without the flames.
Okay, I'm
coming
poorly
off of
media
them.
trained, so where should I be looking?
Oh, you see that camera? Like, just get a a little closer to that. Kate Fuego is in the control room. Keep the matches away.
Okay.
You don't need to get that close, but that's amazing. Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
So
Yeah,
these
right
are
there.
palm torches.
Perfect.
And
These are palm torches.
you can these are palm torches, and you can wear them on top of your hands or in the palms of your hands, but I like wearing them on the outsides because then you can do these cool spinny moves and draw the fire up and down yourself, which you have them in the palms of your hands, you have a little bit less flexibility for that. And I
Okay.
got these from my friend Kiki, who lives in the Virgin Islands, makes them. So I got these from her. Now, these are long torches, and they're really great because you can spin them around fast like boy. I won't do it in here because there's too much expensive equipment around. But you can also play with them deliberately like staffs. So you can make lots of swirly moves, and you can make lots of big punctuated moves with these. So I like these for playing with the beats. But what's also special about these is that you can eat fire with them too. So there you go. And these I got from my friend Gia. Kiki and Gia are both part of my dance troupe. It's called the Ignite Firekeepers, based in Costa Rica. And then these are a pair of fire fans.
Hold on. Grego is yelling at me over here.
So these are a pair of fire fans, and fire fans. They look like fans when you light them up, and you can make lots of different shapes with them. These in particular are pretty cool because different shapes looks like an evil eye. Different shapes with them. Different shapes with them. Different.
Who makes these?
I don't think they exist anymore, but it was a group called Fire Groove. But Fire Groove. Yes. Fire Groove. Yes. Fire Groove. Yes. Fire Groove. The best fans are made by Forged Creations. It is difficult to get a pair, but they are worth it. They spin really beautifully, and I have a pair right outside that I'm ready to spin with when Abstract and I do his Abstract
together.
and I do. And that's all I got, Ebos.
Wow. Wow. Kate Fuego.
Kate Fuego, yeah, we love her. We're gonna go to Abstract NCR with another short DJ set. Enjoy it. We love you so much.
Scott and Belinda, hang tight. We got your jam spin coming up. Wheel of Jam. Oh, yeah.
something nice, something smooth, something nice, something smooth. Something nice. Yeah, something smooth. Can you feel the groove? Yeah. Can you feel the groove? 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 Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Thank you, Scott and Belinda. Sweet jams this weekend. I agree. About those magic beans. Scott and Belinda, we love you. We're coming back to jam one more for you. Stand by. You're listening to Abstract AMCR's remix. complete degradation. That's the Zoom feedback loop that we're giving those trails there on the Cabogen. Yo, we're back. This is the Groove Lab. Thank you so much, Abstract AMCR. That was sick. That was sick. Faded out abruptly, but we love you, man. That was cool. That was cool. Remixes.
Hell yeah.
Really enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your collaboration over the years here. We're going on 3 years with this project. We gotta spin for Scott and Belinda. We gotta do this. We gotta do this thing. Thank you so much, guys. Rancho was amazing. It's great to see y'all. What's it say? Make a preset. Get your red arrow in the shot. There you go. Make a preset. We're gonna make a preset and jam in your honor. We're gonna call the preset Scott and Belinda.
Can you make a preset over here?
We have
On
so
your
many
gear?
tunes for Scott and Belinda.
Can you initialize patch?
We
You want to
have
make a preset on my Juno over here?
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. Come over here. Debo's come over here and mess with my Juno.
Anyway, we need like a AI Shazam here in the house to find all the gems for Scott and Belinda, and also Fidel.
Yeah, those are two compilation
Those
albums.
are two
waiting to
compilation
happen.
albums: Scott and Belinda and Fidel.
And then, of course, the abstract remixes of them.
Yes, of course.
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
Lord.
All right, so
E, what do you think?
well,
Abstract, what are you gonna say?
he said he wants a remix.
Chop, 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 chop. Oh yeah,
Ha,
that's
ha, ha.
me.
He wants to remix it. So this is my iPad. Thank you very much. There's a app on here called Tau U No LX, and it's basically the Juno 106. And Debo is just gonna come over here. He has some experience with the Juno, don't you? You used to have a Juno, right? Yeah, I did. Well, then you should know how this thing works. I want you to come over here and play with it till you think you have a patch.
The Juno was one of the first synths I ever gigged with. I had the DX7 and a Juno.
Before they were cool.
Before they were cool. Thanks to my godfather, Robert Skiles, my musical Yoda. Beto. Hope to have him in an interview one of these days here. So we're watching the Zoom feed. It's a little delayed, but I'm going to show you this Juno app. Show him, Ebos.
Okay. I want you to come make this patch, though.
All right.
How about flip it around?
I'm hearing a nice fat bass tone, but I wanted a little more bite in it for Scott and Belinda. So I'm going to go to the VCF, voltage control filter, and pull my frequency up. Standard, blah. That's pretty fat, but if we put in a little resonance, it'll go wow a little bit more. And then maybe check out the ADSR on the filter, which is Where the fuck? This somewhat over here, maybe. Yeah, that VCA is either controlling the filter or the gate, I think.
Oh,
Envelope, that thing. There you go. Oh, there it goes. So put this. A little snappy. No. We want to go that way. Let's just fucking jack this thing and then jack this thing. We definitely got the Juno chorus on. No, the chorus over here. There, we need that extra wide. Oh shit! Here. There it is. Let me hold this for you while you do two hands. It's real hot. Yeah, they get volume from outside there on the left. Level. Turn that level down. Yeah, so now click a tempo, press play, and then get yourself a loop. Where's tempo? Tempo right here. He's making a tempo. He's going to start it, make a loop, and then we'll save the patch. Hit play when you're ready. That says 202. Hold on. Make sure that nothing's playing. Hang on a second. All right, 110. Something's playing. That's you over there. Yeah. Here we go. I just got to record or what? So record. You can record this sequence. You know what I mean? A 16-beat sequence. Or you can, yeah. No. Undo. Here. Yeah, undo. Ebo's gonna set it up for me. A 16, like a 40, like a 48 bar. And then we'll save it. This is the Scott and Belinda preset on the Juno. Let's press play. Try to get. You're gonna hear the hi-hat now. So you got nothing. Oh, here we go. Make it longer pattern. Hold shift, and then lengthen. So you double it here. 48. Is that right? Yep. Let's see if this patch has legs. Get a record. Here we go. Yeah, that was a 32 bar. Oh, Evo's got it. Oh, Lord. Come on, that's for Scott and Belinda. Was naming this patch Scott and Belinda. Okay, let me save it. Right click, save as. Oh yeah, I like it. Can we jam to it?
That's right. Scott and Belinda's got a patch now.
That was a groove.
Oh yeah, that was nice. Thanks, Debos. If anybody uses this app and they want that patch, let me know. I'll send it to you.
Thanks, Abstract.
Mark, how you feeling?
Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good. Feeling pretty good.
Oh yeah. Debos is
Oops.
straight to the Matrix. It's probably his iPhone app.
No, I think that was me. I had my volume on.
Oh man, I'm saving this patch. Oh yeah. Well, it's been a nice evening. Thanks for tuning in and letting us try new things over here. Thanks, Mark, for rolling with the punches. Thanks to everybody who was involved with this for rolling with the punches. I feel like we learned something tonight. We learned a lot of things. We learned a lot of things tonight. We learned about Polish cartoons, fluoridated water, Maya. We talked to Grego's grand cousin. We talked about improvisation. I've got a lot of ideas for next week. Honestly, I think we could take some of these ideas and move.
Bollocky Lolok was my favorite jam.
Yeah, it was a good jam.
Yeah. How we looking? You want to raid on someone on Twitch and maybe play us out? Just chatting.
Play us out with some badass another set. Abstract set. Or
Hold up here.
Hold
we
up.
forgot. It's Jesse's graduation.
Oh,
week.
Lord.
How could you forget?
Unbelievable.
We like
accomplishment.
musicians. We spacing out sometimes.
We love her so much.
We
Speech
need
therapist.
some. We need a directors here pushing us around.
She's
No, we don't.
coming into the world, coming
Yeah,
into the professional
Jesse.
world with authority.
Congratulations. You're a sweetheart. You deserve this. Finish with school. Big deal.
We love you, Jesse.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Entering the real world. Yeah, come here. You want to be on camera or no? Here she is.
She did it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There
yes.
she is.
The graduate.
Congrats.
Congrats.
Do you want to say
Yeah.
anything, cum laude?
No.
No
She
commencement?
said no. Maybe. Say hi.
What do you have to say to your fellow graduates?
The world is our oyster. Our purple bee oyster. Thank you very much.
No, thank you.
Sounds nice.
Congratulations. Abstract, what do you think? Congrats.
Yeah, for sure. Congrats. Hey, I dropped out 3 times. Never finished. So.
I'm still dropped out.
My
I'm still dropping.
Me
my
too.
daughter just graduated too. Shout out to K-Bos.
Yeah, K-Bos.
Oh, K-Balls.
Dustin's got
Love
a
you so much.
an adult daughter who is now a college
Fully
graduate.
adulted.
Adult daughter.
Big Mike is laughing
She's
his
making the
ass
big
off
bucks
in the
now.
kitchen.
Yeah, she'll be taking care of us soon.
Do you guys want me to start some music?
Yeah, man. Play us out. Abstract MCR, we love you so much. See you
Pregnant
next
pause.
Wednesday. Actually, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, let me put this graphic up before
good
we
show
before we get
tomorrow.
too far down the road. Check this out.
Good show.
Tomorrow night.
Tomorrow.
Good vibe show. Good vibe show.
Here it is, Abstract MCR. Good tomorrow. Good vibe show. It'd be so good. Check it out. Purple BTV. Love you so much. Dziękujemy. Abstract MCR. Sarge. Abstract MCR. Sarge. He's on. Of course, Ram. Simply DB. I always say Simply DB. Love you, Ram. No tits tonight. Maybe tomorrow or next Wednesday.
If y'all real nice, Mama Duke's coming out tomorrow night. She's coming. It's not public. Don't let her know. Don't tag her. She'll be here. Spread. Even Schmear will be here. All of them. $$ Ben, if you drop in here next week and you get on, we'll get you on Zoom. You can do a keyboard solo. Bring you in, put you on.
groove.